Hiya, my name is Abdulsamad Khalifa Abdul um, from Kogi State, Nigeria. Um, I'm an architect, I'm a project manager, and also a photographer. Okay, I started photography. I ventured into photography during the COVID time. So at that time, I was home for like about 3 months. I just finished my undergraduate in architecture. So I was just home, and I felt like over the years I've been into modeling, and I knew for some reason that I was not supposed to be like at the front of the camera. I needed to just be at the back because I had this creative mind to be able to like just see things and take pictures and be able to like organize, even direct during photo shoots. So I used to myself like, why sit at home and just why not just pick up the camera and just do something? So funny story, I had several experiences before I knew that okay, photography was something I should do. But I didn't know how I'm going to do it to the extent whereby I'm going to do like probably like full time. I was just doing it just because I loved it, and it was just like an hobby. So I had to like just during the COVID time sneak my way from Abuja and went to Kogi to learn photography, which I did for like 3 months. My dad was so pissed, like, how would you just say you want to do photography of all things? Because as at that time, I think photography was not much appreciated. It was just something that was just coming up. I feel like the social media age tried to like just make it look more profitable and more lucrative in nature. So he was like, no, you graduated that with a distinction. What would you want to go and do with photography? It's better you just learn an handiwork. In terms of handiwork, he was not even looking at something like Andy was looking at something like I should go do coding, go furthermore in AutoCAD, SketchUp. And I was like, no, I just feel like photography was just it for me. To be honest, yeah, my modeling stuff was an on and off thing, and right from time, people who know me well will tell you, yeah, I was just good in photography, not just because of me going to learn professionally, and it was I was the one who always wanted to take pictures with phone and get good pictures. When as at that time I did not know why, but I think everything I've done recently in my life or the way I've arranged my career has boiled into me being a creative. For one, I wanted to study fine arts. That was what I wanted to do because I like drawing. But my dad kicked against it, and I was like, okay, what's the next thing in line? And I did architecture, which was to like design buildings. So if you look at all those things I've been doing, they are all in the creative institute environment. So I felt like it was just something that was just inbuilt in me that one way I would just find my way to be like being a creative because it was just something like I enjoyed doing. So stumbling from modeling into photography was because of like I like pictures, but I also discovered that like I didn't just like pictures just because I'm in the pictures, like I'm the one being photographed. I like pictures because I like the person being photographed, and so I felt like, oh, why should I be always at the front of the camera? So I could also like just go to the back and just take pictures. So I'm both. Like so now I think my photography, like, the one I take for myself is just like a lifestyle. But I actually just photograph people. It just makes me happy, like to be in the space where I can take pictures, photograph people. Just make me happy. I feel like even as creatives, if we're to be honest here, um, over the years you still try to find yourself as you go online. And I tell people like I'm still trying to find myself. Like I'm not even close to where I want to be. Like I have people I look up to, and I know that I'm not even there. So I felt like I found love in portrait photography because it gave me a certain essence of what I want to photograph in terms of photographing people's life, in terms of getting people smile. I did not see that much experience, maybe because I was already used to the landscape environment in terms of um, I'm an architect, so I design. So I was really used to seeing all those landscapes and building, it didn't freak me that much. But seeing emotions where you could able to like capture people's emotions in pictures was just something like I felt like it was something I want to do. So, and at first I didn't want to do it like full time. I was just like, let me just do it for like pleasure, like let me just cruise around with it. Well, I felt like over the years now it has become something that I've come to like realize that there's something actually here I could do, I could become. I have so many projects which I'm building up to. I have my own personal project and other projects I will get featured in. But currently, my recent project is heading towards the 2026, where I want to like do like a proper exhibition. But at the process, I'm trying to do like a collection of my works towards that time. So now the essence of that is when you ask some people who are my friends who know me way back, I've been doing photography since 2020, but officially I could say I've been with the camera for just a year plus now. That's taking pictures, whereby I could say I call myself a photographer. Like what I was doing formerly was just like maybe on a Sunday I'll just take pictures and go to client's house and just take pictures. I was not doing like something that was a full-time job. I did not take it as that, but people actually say, oh, you're good. So what happened last year was like I tend to now realize that people should see photography not just as people taking pictures, but like an artwork, because it's you freezing someone's moment for a lifetime. You're like putting people's emotions in a picture for a lifetime. So it's more than just like pictures, it's an art. So I decided to say I would try to now, because now people now do more of contemporary photography whereby pictures can tell story. So I decided to go into like a 3-year journey whereby I'm going to do like different series of images. I've done the first one, which is Camouflage the Beauty, whereby we're going to take that series to 2026, whereby I'm going to have an exhibition. So what I'm doing is like having a collection of those works now, of different series. By 2026, we're going to do like a big exhibition whereby I'm going to exhibit this work I've been gathering over the years, and also the one I'm going to also do at the 2026, if you understand. So that's just basically it. So my recent work will just be the Camouflage the Beauty, which is personal to me. That's my own personal work. Okay, for several reasons, different things triggered the need. I wanted, one, for people to be able to see like hotel stories. Not because I'm someone that is not good with write-up, but I'm able to like place things to like tell stories. That is why even when I go for shoots, like I really know what I want. I might have it in my head, but I really know how to now place it to like be able to like tell stories. So I felt like in the recent world where we are now, people are going through different stuff, and photography is one of the means for me to be able to translate this into people and tell people how people see the world. So Camouflage the Beauty series was triggered by seeing people emotional, what is currently happening in the recent transition, people moving to the UK, people trying to get their balance in life, even me trying to get my feet in life, because we have like a different perception while growing up. Different things build up to the way we see things, and these things tend to now direct us in a way whereby this is how we want our life to be structured. So I felt like Camouflage the Beauty series spoke about different because I picked 7 different subjects which are relating to the human itself, on how people try to camouflage their beauty with these things. So I felt like me using that to be able to like allow people to see the stories behind people's face and how people say things. Some of the things I felt in our recent world that were essential were things like, I looked at things like makeup, light, shadows, even outfit, technology, and the most biggest one would be dates. I feel like some people don't want to talk about, but I felt like these are the things that shape a human being in our recent world now, whereby when you look at the essence of how people are living and what people call themselves for, is being shaped by all these things. There are people who are so bent on technology, makeup. There are some people who direct their life in a certain way because of the fear of death. This cut across religion, how I want to carry myself, things I want to do about life. Sometimes all these things are camouflage. Are these things the real things we want to do? Or are we like hiding more things behind all this stuff we camouflage ourselves with? So I felt like it's going to be a good way to like first introduce myself in terms of the things I want to do. So I felt Camouflage the Beauty series was the first way for me to be able to see the world. I won't say exposing, but I'll say it's me using that series to be able to tell people that sometimes people are structured in a particular way whereby their life is being formed. But is that really who they are? Did they become that person because they were conforming to a particular structure? Is it a goal to become that person? Are they hiding their beauty? There are more to them and there's freedom, because the essence of life, when you look at it, is not money. It's not even the things of the life. It's you. The main reason why I feel like people struggle in life or want to become successful in life is because of they want to be happy, they want to be comfortable. That's the main reason. So, but there are other elements that structure people into the way they become. So, is that who they are, or is just them camouflaging their beauty? So sometimes things can look beautiful, but it can be more beautiful when you go inside. So that's what the series is just talking about. Okay, funny story. Because it was Camouflage the Beauty, I'll tell you something I've not said before. I photographed everybody without telling them what I was doing, because I wanted to just like get genuine pictures. I did not want them to give me poses. I did not want to construct the poses. I did not want to even think so much about what are the elements I need to like get the pictures. Now, so many people on this project, I used Seven, who's a model, Uche, who is my friend, Shola, there's Zara, there's Mugish, so there's Elijah. So all these people had different stories and they're from different backgrounds. For the technology, I use Uche, who is an IT person. So I am for makeup, I use Zara. Now, Zara was one particular one that struck me. Zara was a client, and when I was photographing Zara, I noticed she was always telling me, when you're editing, don't increase my body, don't reduce my body, don't just leave me the way I am. And it struck me that she was so comfortable with her body that she did not want me to like do anything, just leave it like that, because I'm used to like being manipulative in terms of body structure. So there, why I said Zara on was so particular to me was I had like only 6 stories to tell. I had like only 6 stories to tell. So when that happened, I now noticed that this was like a 7th story I could also add to my series. And I asked her, I would like to photograph you. I did not tell her the reason why I wanted to photograph her. Then she was okay, no problem. But towards the build-up of the shoot, she was not really particular about makeup. She was not really particular about anything. She just wanted to be like natural as much as possible. And the thing is, I've not even told her this story. Well, I now said, okay, no wahala. Then I took her to the window. Then I started taking pictures. And I noticed that this was someone that, even though she had makeup and everything on her, she was so comfortable in her body because she knew who she was and I did not need to do like too much in terms of editing her face, doing her face. Then it just struck me that sometimes people want to be seen in a certain way because they are not so much comfortable about the way they look. That's why we see people using hair, makeup, eyelashes, setting eye, doing surgeries. These are the things that form a particular person just because they want to camouflage in a certain way. So are we camouflaging the beauty just because we feel we are not beautiful? Or we're camouflaging the beauty because we want to become more beautiful? So that is why camouflage the beauty is like an hidden beauty. But it could be this or that, meaning good or bad. So I wanted to just say, let me tell the story of these people. But they don't even know that that's what they were telling me, but that was what I saw. Okay. So for this series, the first medium I wanted to use to put it out was through social media, just to like give an audience about what it is. But my takeout, what I want people to take out from this is, for each of the projects, there are different stories behind the project, which I have really not spoken about. So each of the work carries like immense interpretations about different aspects of life. It was a work that was so peculiar to me because so many things happened in that project, whereby, like my shoot with Uche, the shoot I had with Uche, we had a first shoot whereby I did a first take where I lost all the work. For some reason, my card got corrupted and I lost all the work, which I had to now call Uche again. Now, for that one, I did not still tell him what I was using it for, because at the first time when we did the first take, I liked the images. But I felt like when we did the second take, and it's also things about the project is talking about when you say camouflage the beauty. Now, when I did the first take, I felt like that was the most beautiful image that I could have taken about for Uche. But when I did the second take, I felt like the second take had more in-depth to the story, which was like two different settings, two different ideas. The first take was like a street kind of stuff we did, whereby the second take was a studio work, and they gave two different interpretations. So this made me to even realize that you might even think you have taken the most beautiful piece you can ever take, but are you sure? Are you sure you're not just camouflaging your beauty? Because there are still more beautiful things you could take. So don't camouflage your beauty with your thoughts. So in the process of doing this shoot, I also learned so many things about myself. So I feel like when the work comes out fully, people will be able to understand that there's more to life than what we just see, and there's more to life about them. So I think that would be my take. That's what I want people to just take out from this. For people who have the idea of being in the creative space, for me, I feel like I already knew right from the time. I'm not just saying because most people say they know that they want to be creative. I knew right from the time that I would be creative. I did not know if it was photography or anything, but I just knew all around I would be creative. That's why I studied architecture. That's why I wanted to I designed buildings and everything. It's just, I just knew that I like creating because I like art, I like drawing. So I feel like in the recent world where we are now, people see their reflection in other people and tend to say, this is what I want to become. But what I would say is, even though you see photography, videography and other stuff, and people are saying, oh, you think you can be a creative or sorts, I feel like it's still left for you to be able to genuinely tell yourself what you want to do. Because most times, there's some people that their duty is not even just to take the pictures, is to edit. They do better in that way. There's some people that it's just for them to direct. They do better that way. So you need to find your own ground. I feel like most people want to be out there, and they feel like if they're not the creative, it means they cannot be out there. But what I would just say is find joy in what you do and understand that this is something I want to do, and I will do it with my whole heart, because it's not about the money, it's not about the investment, it's about the pleasure you get from it. Because I tell people you can't do photography if you don't love it, because it's quite expensive. It's quite expensive, time taking, it's consuming. Sometimes you feel out of place in thoughts about what you want to create. Sometimes you even take images and you don't even like them. So you have to actually fall in love with what you want to do. And when you like something you want to do, you don't just do it and just want to just do it. You want to do it wholeheartedly. So I feel like look for what you feel you like doing, be it being the creative director, being the stylist, being the editor, you don't have to be the photographer. You just have to look for the one you feel works for you better and you stick to it. Don't do stuff because of people are saying they think you can do this thing. Do you feel you can do it? Is this something you're willing to like invest your time, invest your money and in doing it? Because life is like a journey whereby you start. It's just like going to the gym. When you start going to the gym, you don't see the results in the next 3 months or 4 months. It takes you like 6 to 7 months, 8 months, even a year sometimes for you to like people actually see the result. In you feel the difference, but people don't see the difference. But after a while, people see that the kind of person you have evolved to become. And I feel like that's how people should also take life. Some people are so quick to like, you want to be where somebody who has been doing this thing for like 6, 7 years or 8 years, you want to be there in the next 1 or 2 years. It's not possible. Be it you get the best camera, get the best equipment, it's not possible. There's only few people that can get to that stage in quite a fast time, and those are the unique people, because we have special people whereby they're just giving talent. But if you want to actually see beauty with their giving talent, it also takes time for you to be able to actually evolve to your full potential. And you can never even get to your full potential. I tell people, the day you realize that I'm good at this and I'm the best, that's the day you become nothing, because you just go down, because there's no urge to be better, there's no urge to improve, there's no urge to do things in a different way, because you just feel like you have arrived. Hey yo, I'm Damas, so I'm live with Bayo. I'm a photographer. I'm currently based in the UK, and this is me signing out. So stay blessed, keep creating, keep shooting, keep being you.